Most other crew members that make up a good movie are often underappreciated. Most people just go out there and celebrate the actors only. Whenever you go out there to see your favorite movie and you're loving and you're appreciating the movie and you're appreciating the actors and the actresses, I want you to also please do appreciate the directors, the producers, the sound people, the graphics people, and all the other crew members that had helped in making that movie a success. Now, when you see that final movie, when you see that your favorite movie, it's only a final product that had gone through some crucibles. It's like a mix of different ingredients that's produced that final product. And there are people who are responsible for that mix and mixture. Now, imagine a final movie that you're loving. Imagine it to be what they call the Owerri soup. And Nigerian people always say, onye ji ha ego ejilere lofe Owerri. Person when no get money, no dey fit chop of Owerri. If you no get money, you no go fit afford of Owerri. That's Owerri soup. Very expensive soup, right? But everybody loves it. So now, imagine a final movie product as Ofo Owerri that you're loving. Now, before that Ofo Owerri, the earlier portions of the movie from the script onward is like a primordial soup. So there's a transformation from the primordial soup to the Ofo Owerri. So that transformation is not easy. People were in charge of that. Now, I speak from a very professional standpoint. I am a trained actor. I am a trained director, producer, scriptwriter. I'm an overall filmmaker. I'm a total package filmmaker. Now, the reason I'm telling you this, the directors and the producers are the ones mostly with the vision for that movie. Sometimes a scriptwriter will write a script, and if that scriptwriter is not a director, is not a producer, takes that script to the producer or the director, and then they have to craft a vision. That vision has to stay and it has to be executed properly. Now, a good director, the job of a good director will be to take that vision, either perfect it or make it different or create a similar vision alongside the original script. Then when you do that, you now, the more difficult portion of it is your ability to get the actors and actresses to act in line. You have to have that ability to get them to interpret those characters properly. One of the reasons I say this is because every good movie you see today started with a script. Now, that script forms part of the vision for that movie. A scriptwriter, if not a director or a producer, can contract a director or a producer, or a producer can contact a director once they get the script, or a director consults a producer once they get the script, and they all come together and they create a vision. And that vision, they have to execute it properly. Now, like I said earlier, that vision is not easy to create and deliver properly. Until that delivery is done, the director and the producer and the rest of the people are never satisfied. One of the most difficult things to do as a director is to be able to have that vision that you've created. It's a lot of imaginative composition. You create that vision, then you get an actor or an actress to interpret that vision properly. You get them to act it out. You get them to transform. Sometimes you have to help them do the transformation. They have to transform from their original self and they have to transform into that new character. It's like you have to get them to become a new person. It's like hypnosis sometimes, And once they become that new person, they are now acting out that new character. Sometimes it's very spiritual, trust me. Moving. So a good actor listens to the director and the producer, and then together they all create that vision. If something is missing, it's not going to be right. And to be a good director, you have to be able to handle characters. You have to be able to, it's a lot of psychology going on set. To run a successful production set, you have to be able to manage a whole lot of characters. People say actors and actresses are crazy. But a lot of the times you have to be a psychologist to handle everybody. You have to talk to people differently. You have to be mindful so they don't think you're talking to them in a very condescending manner, or you're talking to them. Sometimes you can even crack up, bring some crack some jokes on set just to make everybody feel relaxed and at ease. Because if there's tension, too much tension, you're not going to deliver that product. So it's very important that the producer, the director, everybody is appreciated, just like the actors are being appreciated. Onye enwe ego ejilerilo Ofe is like that final product, that movie that you're loving. Before then, it was a pre-module soup. Before then, it was a script. It was a little vision, imagination. Then the bigger vision has been created and is being delivered. And trust me, a lot of the times in movie production, things change a lot. Before I got into movie production, I had already become a practicing biochemist. I was a research scientist already. I had finished with my first degree. Then I went to New York Film Academy to study film production. So I embody the totality of production because I studied acting, directing, producing, script writing, screenwriting, theater, you name it, I did it all. A lot of the times we'll have to get other students to work together on film projects. I can be an actor for you as a director, and you can be a director. You can be an actor for me as a director. And that's how we did it. So a lot of the times, coming from the science standpoint, as a scientist, it was different for me because I was working on formulas. A plus B plus C would be equal to something. I was loving my integration. I was loving my calculus. I was balancing equations. 1 + 1 meant 2, and it was easier. But in the arts, yes, there are some rules, but most of those rules are not stable. One of my friends will say the rules are amoeboic. They keep changing. You know what I mean? You have to bend them. So that part of that bending is that malleability that's desired and that's required. You have to be able to get an actor to be malleable. They say you have to strike while the metal is hot. No, as a producer, as a director, I always tell my actors and actresses to always remain hot because I'm going to strike at any given moment. And when I strike, I want you to demonstrate your malleability, your ability to switch, transform yourself from your real self to that new character that we're trying to create. Film production, no be more. So we're going to be giving some more lessons moving forward on imaginative composition, creativity, and other things about production. Frakas Mo'Fire Fuka. Me love no. Yes, I am.
We4We Media Pinnacle Entertainment. Derema. Mo'Fire. Fuka.